If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do. Read the caption, tells you how to do it. Let's see what we've got at the bottom of the deck. Oh, you've got the portal. Ooh. I want you to imagine this doorway. It's like an energetic doorway. The portal represents somebody who is moving into the next phase of their life energetically. This is someone who is leveling the fuck up. There's a change taking place in your energy, and it could be, and it's a positive one, because what we've got here, we've got these sort of ruins, and this is the breakdown of the old system. This is where I've got an itchy boob. You know, I've got a thing about if I itch and you itch at the same time, then there's some sort of alignment. So I wouldn't usually, but I needed to call out that I've got an itchy boob. So this is someone who's moving forward energetically into, I want to say, a much bigger space. Let's see what we've got with that, okay? Lovely. So fire. When I do one-to-one readings, I often show this card, and I'm going to do it. Can you see anything in that smoke? I've had loads and loads of different answers, because I often ask people, do you see anything in that smoke? Leave a comment and let me know what you see. Because in spirituality, it's fire that's cleansing, it's not water. That's why we burn sage, that's why we burn incense and things like that. So this for me is talking about you being able to release something, and it's this letting it go up to the heavens, okay? And quite often, what people see in the smoke is related to what they are releasing. Quite often people will say they see faces and that sort of thing. And that can represent where somebody is letting go of the old version of themselves, which would make a lot of sense with the sort of stepping forward energetically. Let's see what comes with it. Yeah, definitely. It really feels like a level up here, because anytime I see trees, this is about growth. This tree in particular, this card in particular, is about spiritual growth, because you might be able to see it's not very clear on the camera there. There's a rainbow above that tree. Rainbows for me often represent spirituality, because it makes me think of aura or the chakras, things like that. And when we think about how a rainbow is actually formed, it's when the rain is subsiding and the sun is starting to come up. When they sort of, as they pass each other, fleetingly, it creates that rainbow, okay? For me, rain represents self-doubt. The sun represents confidence. So I've often used the phrase, this is shitting yourself and doing it anyway. We often think that self-doubt is just a purely negative thing. Not so, okay? Self-doubt is about inquiry, it's self-inquiry. It can lead us to sort of question ourselves, and it's a tool to move forward. It's only when it stops us doing things and becomes self-limiting beliefs that it's really negative. But self-doubt can be really useful when you see it as, right, I wonder if I can. Am I going to be able to do that? Is there a way? That is a tool, okay? It's not necessarily a negative thing. And obviously, the fact that this is such a big tree, it needed the rain as well as the sun to be able to get to that size. We don't grow as people without challenge. We don't grow without some form of self-doubt. That is one of the things that helps us to move forward. So don't be afraid of self-doubt. And what that's leading to, your last card there, is balance. But this is balance. This is something specific. Your last three cards there as well are all fives. 555 to me is about change, positive change. And we know that this is about somebody going through a port, like an energy portal, and coming out the other side. So it is very much about change. So this is about balance between your masculine and feminine energy. Your masculine energy, for me, represents taking action, getting things done. Your feminine energy is listening to your gut feeling and seeing the bigger picture. When these two things are aligned, this is where you go into something called a flow state, where it's half the work, twice the result, because you're listening to your gut feeling, you're seeing the bigger picture, you're having creative ideas, then you're taking action based on them. It's a really good position to be in. And the fact that it's come straight after sort of self-doubt and confidence, it's like you've got these two things balancing. This is being in a great position to really move yourself forward. So it's almost like there's a chicken and an egg here thing here. Which one comes first? She says, getting the words mixed up. That you're moving forward and you've got this rise in your energy, so things are working out, or because things are working out, then your energy is rising. It doesn't fucking matter which way around it is. This represents moving forward, a real level up in your energy, moving on to the next phase, listening to yourself, trusting yourself, and really letting go of whatever has held you back. I love that. I love that. What the fuck have I been talking about? If you're still here, it must resonate with you. So leave a comment. Let me know, how is this relating to your life at the moment? If you don't want to tell me about that, just leave a little comment and say, found it, or, whatever. Just let me know that it found the right people, okay? And again, if you want to book a private reading, read the caption, tells you how to do it. Yes.